When Tarzan VR was first announced, it wasn't met with what I'd consider to be overwhelming enthusiasm, and the ridiculous mixed reality trailer didn't help things either. But still, I couldn't stop thinking about how cool swimming, climbing, parkour, and swinging from vine to vine could potentially be in VR. And to me at least, Tarzan seemed like the perfect license to bring all of these elements together seamlessly.
I shall destroy all of you!
Hurry! Help!
Tarzan, they're almost to the Valley of Forever. Find us quickly.
When Tarzan VR was released on PSVR, it was done so episodically, meaning that each of the 3 chapters came out one at a time. The PlayStation VR version comes with all 3 included, but before you even select which chapter you want to start with, you're dropped into Tarzan's island home hub world. And while everything looks okay, I suppose, things are definitely not right from the get-go. First, your hands aren't oriented the way you'd expect them to be, but even worse, neither are the controls. You walk forward by pushing square on the right move controller, and the turn buttons are on the left controller. And for anyone unfamiliar with how PSVR works, as the team who ported this seems to be, this is about as ass backwards as control schemes get, so good luck with that. Soon enough though, you'll get into the first chapter and things go from bad to worse. Swinging from vine to vine initially feels okay, but eventually you'll get to a point where if you're not in the exact right place to trigger the vine swinging icon, you're just totally screwed. And this happens a lot, to the point where you're not even sure if you should have access to the vine at all.
You will soon see that
Now,
the
look at me.
jungle is...
And then there's the combat. Enemies act dumb and combat feels like drunken bar fight 2.0. You can grab them with one hand and then bash them with the other. But the ragdoll physics are ridiculous, you're never actually sure if your punches are landing, and the game will just throw you around the environment for no reason at all. It's so bad that it's actually kind of fun. But you know, not that much fun.
I didn't feel nothing.
The levels in Tarzan are pretty linear. Most of them are just a straight path from beginning to end, which is fine, it's a linear game, but Tarzan VR doesn't subscribe to the most basic tenets of good game design. At one point you eat mushrooms to see clues as to where to go next, and that never happens ever again. At another point you hit a dead end, you're not sure what to do, until you figure out that you have to destroy rocks with your weapon to clear a path. And that never happens again. And at yet another point you have to beat your chest to open a door. Yeah, I don't know why either. And then guess what? That never happens ever again. It's like the game is teaching you that you have all these amazing skills, but they're never actually ever used in the game. If you think that's it, well, it's not. The first boss I encountered totally glitched out, so I just ran right past him to the end of the level. Like, there's obviously something wrong here, and I'm still not exactly sure how this section was supposed to play out. And the second boss was too dumb to realize that his shots were hitting the wall of the cave over and over and over. So I just stood in one spot and fired arrow after arrow after arrow without issue, never having to put myself in danger. If that wasn't enough, the audio design's a mess, characters talk over each other, there's no 3D audio, so everyone sounds like they're right in front of you. And some characters talk even when they don't exist.
Over there!
There are some things that I really liked about Tarzan VR, mostly exploring to find collectibles, which let's not even talk about trying to play the vinyls you find around the environment. The overall comic book aesthetic, climbing, and, well, I guess that's pretty much it. It wasn't a horrible experience, but there's just no real reason to play it in the state that it's in. There's a glimpse of a fun game here, and I actually found myself having fun for brief moments of time. Let me put it this way, even if you ignore all the control, audio, combat, and interaction issues, Tarzan VR would still only be a below average game at best. But this PSVR port has so many technical problems that it's currently bordering on abysmal.
Who are you?
There she is! Grab her! We need her alive!
Get your hands off me!
Where are you taking me? Tarzan! Help!
Keep her quiet!
Quick, go get Tarzan!
Tarzan, you follow me now! We hear scream! Jane in trouble! Bad men attack us! Take Turi and Babu! Follow! Be careful ahead!
Tarzan is not afraid.
It will require exact timing and bravery.